This Techzilla Daily is brought to you by Dice.com, the career hub for tech. Hey everybody, Robert Heron here at CES 2011 at the JVC booth, checking out some extremely cool home theater gear. Now, if you thought Vizio or maybe Philips were the only people with 21:9 HD TV screens, no. Right behind me is the 50-inch Cinema Zinema 21:9 screen from JVC that'll be coming out later this year. TV will be 3D ready, and it features 2560 by 1080p resolution, a nice widescreen option. Yet another one for the people who really want that cinephile experience. Also, here is one of the better 3D consumer camcorders I've seen at the show. A couple other major manufacturers were demonstrating 3D camcorders that had, in my opinion, quite a bit of noise in the picture. JVC's got one right behind me, the GS-TD1. Beautiful camera, 1080p resolution with 5x optical, but none of that noise artifacts that I was seeing in the 3D output itself. It also features a glasses-free 3D screen on the camera itself, which is kind of cool, and it has 64 gigs of built-in storage along with other professional-grade storage options for that. Now, I gotta say, a tech demo here in the show floor at JVC's booth is a 4K by 2K prosumer camcorder, actually more like along for commercial use, really. This thing will record 60 frames per second using the H.264 format, and it features JVC's new Falcon Bird high-speed picture engine. It's basically how they're dealing with that much frame rate capture at such a high resolution, 4K by 2K. Pricing to be determined, it's really more of a tech demo, but they have it paired with a 4K by 2K panel. You can't see the pixels, and the picture's awfully detailed. But I have to say, the creme de la creme in the JVC booth is their DLA-based front projector, a 3-chip system that uses basically 3 chips to provide 1080p resolution and full motion performance, as well as good light output. The best one they have currently will be the DLA-X9. This is the very first THX certified 3D front projector. Now, because they're doing 3D with shutter glasses to get full resolution support, they basically need to up the light output. So they took it from last year's 200-watt bulb system to a 220-watt lamp system instead. Also, it uses JVC's 3rd generation optical engine with improved wire grid polarizer, which is really good because the polarizer was what was enabling them, this new design with the wire grid. It features less crosstalk as the light travels through it, so you're actually getting darker blacks and brighter whites, so it takes the contrast of the picture from last year's 70,000 to 1 to 100,000 to 1, which it's really at the top end. But arguably one of my favorite control features on these new projectors, the X9 and the X7 in particular, is LAN control. You run an Ethernet cable into the back of the projector, you connect it to your computer, and you're able through a web interface, browser-based, to control the projector and calibrate it and do all the setup features remotely. Very, very nice. Now for the X7 and X9, that THX certification, JVC claims it improved the overall quality of the picture by about 20%. So taking it through that process and paying extra for that certification seemed to work out in their favor. But for an entry-level projector, the X3, for a $4,500 price point, that's going to get a lot of people interested in home projection with extreme amounts of quality that even a couple of years ago would have been arguably 2, 3, up to 10 times more money than it is today. Hey, now for more CES coverage here at the show, please visit revision3.com/CES. Thanks to Dice for sponsoring our coverage of CES 2011. Dice, the career hub for tech, wants you to know about the Best Interview Ever contest, where you can win $25,000, a trip to New York City, and face-to-face meetings with cool tech companies. From now until January 31st, visit dice.com/contest and submit your answer to any of our interview questions for a chance to win one of 6 Xbox 360 Connect bundles, or even the grand prize of $25,000 and a trip to New York City. The new Best Job Ever host, Veronica Belmont, will announce the semifinalists in the season premiere of the series in February. Remember, if it's not tech, it's not on Dice.